it's me, June, the Happy Thai Girl. Today on Cooking Made Easy with June, we'll be cranking up the oven and doing some baking. It's one of our favorites, warm cinnamon rolls with a cream cheese frosting. You do not want to miss this. That's coming right up on Cooking Made Easy with June. Welcome back. I am so excited. Two things of why I'm excited. Cinnamon rolls. Warm cinnamon rolls out of the oven. Oh my goodness. My kids always want me to make them and I cannot stop eating them. But my second thing why I'm excited is because we have Austin.
We're here. We're excited. Number two, right here.
Now Austin, I know Austin from, we have a family friend and we grew up with as your wife, Kiana.
Yeah, Kiana.
And she's great. And before we came on, I was thinking, how did we tie in the cinnamon rolls with this tall white guy? Well, what did you do? You looked on your phone, what did you find out?
So cinnamon rolls, they originate in Sweden.
Oh, see, I did not know that.
And neither did I. How embarrassing is that? And I have Swedish ancestry, so even worse. I don't know anything about my family.
No, not worse. Yeah, no. We expect a little Swedish accent going on.
Oh yeah, Swedish fish. Swedish. No, I'm super excited because I love cinnamon rolls, and now I know why.
Yeah.
So it's in my blood.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm excited. So Austin. Now, usually cinnamon rolls, did you guys know that cinnamon rolls are the way to a man's heart?
I did.
But I think women love men who cook for them. Yes. So, Austin, do I dare say I'm going to teach you how to make cinnamon rolls and you're going to make it for Kiana?
I think that's what's going to happen.
We'll see. I'm going to follow up on that.
Okay.
So cinnamon rolls, it seems hard because it's a little bit of a process, but not really. We're going to first make the dough. So, this dough just calls for, we need 2 cups of whole milk or 2% milk. So Austin, I'm going to have you help me. So all you do is just pour that.
I'll eyeball it.
I like to, well, you don't have to eyeball, there's a line right there. So go ahead and pour 2 cups of milk and then a ½ cup of butter. Okay.
Oh, whoa.
Oh wait, I shouldn't have waited. I waited, there you go.
I think we're
a little bit more, a little bit more, because I added the butter. That's awesome. Okay, now normally I'm not a perfect measurer because that's not how I cook. But when it comes to bacon, you have to really make it kind of a science.
You gotta follow the recipe.
So you have to follow the recipe. Yeah. So we've got a ½ cup of butter. Okay, Austin, we need 2 teaspoons of salt. Do you know how to measure? I don't assume anymore. When someone doesn't cook, do you cook at all at home?
I mean, I dabble. I think I took foods like 3 or 4 times in high school. So
okay.
It's kind of coming back to me.
3 or 4 times. Yeah. You've got to know how to measure 2 teaspoons of salt. Okay, 2 teaspoons of salt.
Teaspoons, not tablespoons.
No, teaspoons. Oh my gosh.
We're good. There's one. I'll get 2 of those.
Make sure it's not the half teaspoon. Yep, that's it. 2 teaspoons of salt. And we need a ½ cup of sugar. So just dump the 2 teaspoons in there.
Will do.
And then I'm going to find my okay, I'm going to use the ¼ cup. So we'll get this going here. Okay, sugar you can just shake till it's about right there. So what we're going to do is with this, is the recipe says to scald it. So scalding is getting it kind of warm and let it cool down, like a quick warm up. But I want it to scald to where it's like melting the sugar. So actually, I'm just going to stick it in the microwave.
Okay.
Or I guess for TV we could put on the stove. But you know what? Let's do on the stove because it would look better. I don't know if that's going to fit 2 cups. Here, go ahead. Let's
I'll put that one back.
Okay, I'll let you do that. You're tall. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm good at, being tall.
So let's just go ahead and do it on the stove. So we could have done that and we have to use that measure. So I'm going to put this on here and let it scald or warm and just until it melts the butter.
Okay.
Like I said, the easier way, I just stick in the microwave. But this will work also. Okay, I'm going to let you, I'm going to set that aside and I'll let Austin stir this.
You want me to stir this?
Yes,
okay.
Stir that. All right, so in the meantime, you also need to, the yeast, we need to dissolve it in a little bit of water. Now it says a ¼ teaspoon, but 2 tablespoons of yeast. I like to make the water very pretty hot tap water. Because by the time you put it in the cup and it cools down some, I want the temperature to be hot enough to where we can dissolve the yeast and it won't kill the yeast. But if you make it too hot, it can kill the yeast too. Okay? So we're going to put 2 tablespoons of yeast to get it dissolved. So far, so good. What do you think, Austin? Do you think you can do it so far?
I think so far I might be able to make these.
Okay, so there's 1.
60% chance.
And 2. Yeah, we'll see. It'll be awesome. So I'm just going to let that melt, dissolve, excuse me. All right. So while this is sitting here, okay, and then we need to have 2 eggs beaten. Why don't you go ahead and grab 2 eggs and crack it?
I need like more hands, right?
Yes. Here, we can use the same bowl. Here, switch sides. I'll go do this.
Switch sides.
I'm going to turn this up. Okay.
2 of these.
Yes.
In there? Do you want me to crack it?
Yes,
please. I'm just kidding. What if I just would have put the
You're
2
awesome.
eggs in the bowl?
You know what though? We don't know. People, that's a very good point. Very good point.
It doesn't say cracked eggs, you know.
Yes, you're right. So 2 eggs beaten. You're right. We should have said crack the
eggs first.
I can't assume anymore.
You really can't.
And this is just for Kiana's, when we were in the same neighborhood, Kiana was just born. She was his baby, but her mother, I mean, she's great. She didn't know how to cook very well, but now she cooks great things. But she asked me how to make Thai noodles, and so I told her how to do it, but you soak the noodles, and I didn't tell her that she needed to strain it. And so she put the whole thing, it was all soggy. Bless her heart. I love Julie. But anyway, so what I'm saying is you can't really assume. You just don't know, you know. But the egg thing, I
know, right?
Go ahead and whisk it.
Okay.
Okay.
Will do.
Okay, so this is almost ready to go.
You can never be too sure.
Yeah. So go ahead, just have fun with it. There you go. Yeah. Whisk it, whisk it. And
whisk it
and
good.
that's it. What does that remind me of?
Whip it.
Okay.
Whip it good.
Is that the 80s song? How does it go?
I don't know.
Let's whip it. I can't remember how it goes.
It's something like that. I think you're close. For sure. Whip it. Whip it good.
Okay.
Yep.
I think you're embarrassing Kiana a little bit. Just a little bit. No, it's my fault. Okay, so this is almost done. I just want it to be, but while we're doing that, let's talk a little bit about your ancestry. Now, you said that you had Swedish, but you didn't know that.
Well, I knew my great-grandma was from Sweden.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Okay. Did you remember anything that's Swedish from your grandma? Do you guys make cinnamon rolls?
You know, we had a lot of cookies, so
oh,
that was kind of...
Are there any Swedish cookies that I don't know about?
Yeah, there probably is. I'm the wrong guy to ask. I'm sure there are.
Oh, it's okay.
It scared me a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a little bit startled.
All right, so if you can see this, it's practically melted. Now, I'm going to just put so it's warm enough where we don't want to take too long for it to melt all the way. So we're going to see how this is doing, Austin.
Oh, that.
But even if you overdo it, if you make it boiled, it just takes a little bit longer for it to cool.
Okay.
So scalding means we're going to let it cool, and you know, when you use whole milk in the old days, I really think there's a little film on top, and you just kind of take that off. But really, the milk is all pasteurized. It's not like that kind of thing. So they just want you to get it a little hot and cool down. So let's go ahead and do this. So I'm just going to pour this into the bowl, and it's going to cool it down some. See how the steaming? It's too hot to really add anything, and so we're going to see. Okay, see the yeast? I'll let you do this.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm a little bit worried that it's going to get kill the yeast.
Because it's too hot.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of flour, but we're going to add a little flour, and we're going to finish up the dough. We need to take a little break, and we'll come back, and we'll finish up the dough. And I have some dough rising, so we won't be gone too long. So don't go. You can get a drink of water and just run back or something. Okay, so don't go away. Come right back. We're going to finish the dough up and roll out some delicious cinnamon rolls. All right, so welcome back. We're continuing with our cinnamon roll dough real quick here. And so you see how it's all frothy? That means your yeast is working. So this is an actual test. If it doesn't look frothy like that, then there's something, your yeast might be old or something. It doesn't seem to work right.
Too hot.
Yeah, or I don't know. Or usually it's because the yeast is old. So we're gonna add the yeast on there, and then we're gonna go ahead, here, Austin, you go ahead and whisk that.
Yep.
I'm gonna add the eggs. Okay, go ahead and whisk it. And then I'm gonna, yeah.
There we go. That's our thing. That's our thing, yeah.
I should have sprayed my hair and did the thing, you know?
I know, and I should have worn neon or something.
Yeah, pink and black.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know how to measure flour, Austin?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You don't?
No,
I
do.
Oh, there's a cup in there?
I do. There's a cup already in there.
Okay, so.
Kind of a surprise.
So here's a knife.
Yep.
Oh, let me see.
Let's take the back. Oh, I'm not going to get enough. I don't think. Nope. Look at this.
Okay.
Struggle bus is here.
You're good. Let's dump it in there. We need 6.
Enough.
Now, we need 6 cups. So I would like for you to really measure them exactly so it doesn't get to be too much or too little. This recipe, you've got to measure your flour. Because sometimes we can just shake it, you know, but I like to scrape and make it all real like that.
Make it real.
So it will taste.
And I like to get it all over the counter.
Yes, that's all right. Because we're going to put some on the counter. We're going to roll out some dough. So that's 2. Can you go a little faster, though? Because we've got to roll out the dough.
Jeez, get in the game.
2.
That's 3.
3. Another thing, when you're measuring, make sure you're keeping track of it. And sometimes I say, don't ask me any questions. How many was that? 3?
That was 3.
Okay, awesome. So it's nice to have.
You ask me the questions now. So
it's nice to have somebody with you to cook this out.
And I got some on your arm.
4. What I like to do when I'm baking a lot, I like to say, okay, every time I put in, just set that rule and say 4, right? And
5.
then 5, yeah. So if you have that system when you're baking, you're going to always get it right.
Yeah, and my wife will be impressed that I can count, so win-win.
But Austin, I really want you to make this.
6.
I really do.
Well, I'll be making it, and she'll just be impressed that I can count.
Okay, all right, so now at this point, see how you can't whisk it anymore?
Yeah.
Grab that wooden spoon right there, and go ahead and stir it up.
This one right here?
Yeah, it's gonna be a sticky dough.
Oh, wow.
Okay, you don't want it to be too dry. You want it to be sticky.
Sticky.
Yes, because when you're making rolls type some with bread, that's okay. We're making rolls, you want it sticky. But if you're making bread, a bread dough, it's a little bit more dense, a little bit more dense.
Gotcha.
But for roll dough, and one of our, let's go.
Okay. I'm getting into it. I'm sorry.
No, you're doing awesome.
It's good to have a coach, though.
Yeah.
Look at that. That was bad.
Okay, I'm going to show you something. You're just going to scrape like on the sides up like that. See?
Oh, you're rolling it in.
Yeah. Okay, roll it in. You're right. It's my communication.
No, it's my learning.
Okay, Austin, I want you to go grab a dough that right there behind you that's been rising. So if it's a cold day, you need to turn the oven on just like to maybe 100, and then stick it in there, and then turn it off and let it rise. So see how it's really sticky?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna let this, you know what, I didn't put the rest, why does it seem dry? It's because I didn't add the rest of that. So I'm gonna throw this in more. So I'm used to seeing what it's like, but it really should be more sticky like that. There you go.
Okay.
So I'm gonna stir that a little bit better together. Okay, so it's a sticky dough, and I'm gonna put this aside and let it rise for another batch. But look at this. Okay, this is 40 minutes. Now, one time I was in a hurry and I only let it rise for like 30 minutes and it didn't work out. So now we have 40 minutes, right? Okay, so now we're gonna put a little flour in here.
Look at that, and we already had a head start.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna have you roll up your sleeves. We're gonna get down and busy here, getting going with this. So you don't really need to knead it as much.
Play on words.
You don't really have to.
Classic.
So see how it's like this? You can feel it. Okay. So this has been rising a little bit more than 40. That's why there's a little crust on top.
Yeah.
But you just want to knead that in there. Okay, we don't want to add a lot of flour to it because it's already got enough. See how it's like that? Okay.
Yeah.
So one batch makes makes 2. Excuse me. Makes 2 dozen.
I was going to say, only 2 cinnamon rolls?
Yeah.
We were going to eat some big old Texas cinnamon rolls right there.
You know,
wow.
I actually have made Texas cinnamon rolls with these. They call them Texas cinnamon rolls in the big.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Okay, let's see. Where's my rolling pin? Over here. Go ahead. Keep kneading it for a second.
Okay. I can do that.
All right. Okay. So now I've got the butter in the microwave. I melted some butter. So this recipe has lots of butter in the dough, butter in the dough, butter in between the dough. So we're just gonna roll this out. I'll let you do the other one.
I'm learning.
And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're not really selling these. But even if you sell, who wouldn't want an imperfect cinnamon roll that tastes delicious. See, this is the part that I get impatient. I'm just not that kind of a cook. But you know what? You can blast some music and get it going. So we want about a rectangular size.
Okay.
Okay, I want to make sure we get at least this pan in here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And I've done this a million times, but I still don't do it perfect. Okay, so now Austin, I want you to spread, so about a rectangular thing.
Okay.
Now I want you to spread the butter on there, like all over. This is really fun. And you could do this with your kids.
Okay.
Not that you're a kid.
Well.
But you can have them do little steps. Go ahead and let's put this.
You want me to just?
Yeah, just pour it in and spread it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, not all of it.
Oh. That's how you make a good one.
That was my fault because I didn't tell you the instruction completely.
No, that's
okay,
my fault.
I want to say this for the other ones. I'm going to do this.
Watch that.
There we go.
That's
we fix
unreal.
things. Okay.
That's what you do here.
Yeah, this is for the next one.
Cooking made easier with June. Easier.
Okay, and then we add brown sugar. Go ahead.
Ooh, no, that looks good.
So spread it out lengthwise more because we want to make sure it covers all
get all
the dough.
of our bases.
Now here's my secret. I don't know if people do this, but this is what I do. I put brown sugar and a little bit of white. And that's, I don't know, for some reason, you don't want to just have brown. We want to do a little bit of white too. So that makes it, I don't know, it just makes a perfect texture, a perfect sweetness. Okay, where's my cinnamon?
Cinnamon. The key ingredient.
Oh, ta-da.
Right there.
Okay, I was going to say, my assistant didn't do a good job. I'm just kidding. Taylor, I'm just kidding. Okay, go ahead. Shake, shake, shake.
We're going to shake this.
Oh, shake, shake, shake. What song is that? Shake your booty. There you go.
Shake, shake, shake.
Even though I'm not older, that's more my era.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I aged myself, but I love this disco stuff. I used to wear big bell bottoms.
So how much cinnamon do you usually just...
Oh, more cinnamon.
More cinnamon.
I love it dark. I love lots of cinnamon.
Okay.
And at this point, you could add raisins, you could add nuts, you could add anything.
But you don't need it.
Yeah. But you don't need it. I'm just going to look at this. I love cinnamon. No, don't measure.
You don't even mess around.
No. You know why?
Not
because it's going to rise and then it's going to like spread out. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay. That
so
makes
you want to
sense.
make it dense. Have you ever seen Cinnabons, cinnamon rolls? They put tons of cinnamon rolls. I mean cinnamon on it. Okay, so you just roll it like this. You watch me and I'll let you do the other one.
I'm watching this.
And then, see, I'm going to kind of tighten, you know? It's kind of tight. And then see, it's not perfect, but we're going to just like spread it out a little bit. And we want to pinch. Go ahead and pinch that.
Pinching?
This is the only time you get to pinch if it's at your wife.
I don't know. Can't pinch my wife.
Yeah.
No, not allowed.
It's a family show, but you're married. Okay, so we do that, and then we have our pan right here. Then we just cut it. Now, some people take the string and, you know, we made this easy, so we're not going to do that. So approximately about half, right? And then another, so we basically quarter it, and then we're going to thirds it. So again, like they're not perfect.
Cutting it into 12.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay, Austin, let's put these, this is my favorite piece, is this end. I don't know why, this tastes so good with the veg. So I put that in the middle. Okay. Because I want to, go ahead and start. So 4, because it doesn't get too brown on the edges. So I don't know why I do that. So but it doesn't, so it doesn't get too weird. It looks prettier. No reasoning. So isn't that fun?
Oh yeah.
Okay, and then what we do is we press this down like this. And then we let it rise for another 20 minutes is all. So let's go ahead and set that aside. And then let's do another one. I'll put that right there. Let's do another one. This time.
This time I won't throw. Yeah. I can throw all the butter on it now.
Yes, you can throw the rest.
Yeah.
No worries. We can always add more butter. Let's put some flour on it.
More flour. Let's get that in there.
Okay, well, Austin is practicing, and he'll be awesome. We're going to take another little break, and we're going to roll the rest. We're going to put it in the oven, and we're going to have some hot glazed cinnamon rolls. We can glaze it for them next time we come back.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Was that not so bad? That was easy.
No, it's easy, especially when you follow the rules.
Yes.
Yeah, follow the recipe.
You're good. Thank you so much. Okay, come back. We're going to eat it. Come back. Okay, Austin, let's go. Okay, put some. All right, we are ready to make the frosting, Austin. Let's dump it in there.
Let's do it.
So this frosting is amazing. I love this cream cheese frosting. It's good for like coconut, for anything really, but for our cinnamon rolls.
Definitely for cinnamon rolls, yeah.
But for like carrot cake and everything. So let's go ahead and pull this up and go ahead and we're gonna turn it on. There we go.
Get that mix in.
I love this mixer. I make anything like in a whip. So we're gonna, watch out, it might splash. One day, I'm gonna hit up Spanish Fork TV for a nice mixture that has a thing that covers. Another hint. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so I'm gonna gradually add a little bit of vanilla, about a teaspoon.
That's about a teaspoon. Give or take a teaspoon.
You're so cute. All right. Let's do four of these. But it'll splatter, so I'm gonna have you go ahead and put that in there.
I'll do that.
So 1, I'll let you measure.
Yeah, 1. Remember, we count, everybody. Yes. Everybody watching at home, we count.
We count when you dump it in.
Yeah.
So if you have a system.
That is 2.
Good.
Yes.
You're gonna make these cinnamon rolls for Kiana.
Kiana's gonna love this. We're not gonna call them brownie points. We're gonna call them cinnamon roll points. 3. You get it?
I just got it.
Brownie points. Yeah, it takes a little bit longer.
That's kind of corny,
sometimes.
But that's okay.
Yeah. It's kind of who I am. That's not enough. There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
4.
Awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna do this. All right. So I saw on Emerald. Okay. See how we need one of those things. But on Emerald Life. Oh, the cinnamon rolls.
Oh, should I get them?
We're gonna check it. Yes, please. Go ahead and use a mitt and go get the cinnamon rolls out. Okay, it's splattering everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna scrape this first. But we're supposed to scrape this butter and the cream cheese together, and then we add the the powdered sugar. What do you think? Ooh, bring those ones over here.
Yeah, they're looking good.
Okay, I'm gonna speed it up. Do you know how to turn the timer off, Austin?
I think so.
Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna get a spatula. This is almost ready. So it's just cream cheese, butter, and vanilla. Woo! See, isn't it so much fun?
We're about to take off. All right.
All right, here we go. Taste that. I feel like we need more. That's good. More sugar? No.
Oh,
That's good. Okay, I'm gonna get you a spatula.
That's fantastic.
All right, a knife. I'll just grab a knife. Should I have it ready? All right, Austin.
Okay.
Let's get these one look fluffier. I don't know why. Oh, okay, get a thing and pull it. Bring this over here.
Okay, I'll grab that.
Or you can, I always burn myself. That's the hazards of being a chef. All right. Austin, you've never had my Swedish cinnamon rolls before, right? So I'm putting a little clump in there and it's gonna melt.
Oh yeah.
And then it'll melt some more.
Then you kind of spread it out after it melts, right?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Okay. Here, do you want to get another knife and then?
Yeah.
Just see if you can find another one. If not, oh here. Well, that's looking. It's fine. It's frosting.
It's just frosting. It's normal.
I'm so excited for you to try mine. Now, you did say, okay, we were talking about when we were on break that you can make anything taste good. I mean, like you can make up anything on TV, but I'm 100% into honesty, so I want you to be honest.
I think I'm gonna do that. Today I'm gonna stick with honesty.
You're a connoisseur of cinnamon rolls.
I am.
And I'm confident enough for you to be completely honest with me.
And I'm Swedish, so it's in my blood.
Oh yes, and so that makes you an expert.
Yeah, I think
And cinnamon rolls are a Swedish thing. All right. Now,
in 1904, do you know they actually made a cinnamon roll day in Sweden?
Really?
Yeah.
When did you look that up?
Kind of just all happened at once.
What year was it?
1904.
Okay, but what day?
Yeah, I should have kept reading, but that's the year that cinnamon roll day was made.
Okay, so we'll make this a cinnamon roll day.
Yeah.
I'm figuring. Okay. Do you want to taste it? Let me get you a glass of milk or what?
I think we got to taste it.
I can't remember. All right, which one? What's your favorite? Ooh, I don't know.
They all look good.
Yeah, oh, how about that one?
This one looks,
Okay, one more frosting or what?
I don't know. I think I'm just going to dive in. Should I just dive in?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm not be honest.
Okay.
Get lots of frosting on there.
This is the moment. I could, yeah. The way the frosting accents the cinnamon roll in such a way. It's fantastic. And I love the center.
Really good? Oh, if you're being honest.
This is all the way through. The cinnamon, texture, the fluff. I mean.
Okay, now you have to have a Swedish accent because it's so good.
Very good, yeah.
Thank you.
That's like Russian or some German, I don't know. Oh,
I'm going to get you a glass of milk. Is it really good? No, you can have more frosting too.
This is so good. You gotta try it.
Okay. All right, we gotta go. Dang, I was gonna get you a glass of milk. You can have some later.
Yeah.
Yeah, take another bite.
Yeah, I need another bite.
Yeah, I'm gonna crush frosting. Okay, that's it, you guys. Austin can make it. If he can make cinnamon rolls, you can make cinnamon rolls. Just keep watching the show.
I don't know what that means. That's kind of like, if I can do it, anyone can do it.
Well, yeah, because cinnamon rolls, they think it's complex.
Oh, yeah.
So, come to our next show. Thank you, Macy's, for everything and for our opportunity to be in the show. And if you want to be in a show to share some recipes, come message me on Instagram. Happy Thai Girl Everything. Thank you again, and we'll see you next time.